Is that it?
Oh, yodeling pickle.
Does Mrs. Corey know you took that out of the bedroom?
My daughter loves this thing, and she basically sings it. No, she does not know because it's mine.
Dude, you're clipping.
I'm clipping? I'm sorry. Yeah. Am I?
Back it off. You got super loud there for a second.
It's because I'm excited because I got a yodeling pickle. My brother actually bought this for me.
Who?
Maybe it's your shit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually always yours.
No.
Just shut your mouth and listen. My brother bought this for me. Okay. So I don't know what the heck was going on with my mic, but apparently you screwed up my shit. Boo, bitch. You were holding pretty still there for a while. I was like, that's pretty good.
He's frozen. Oh no, we gotta stop again.
Oh my god. By the way,
what's going on, Core?
Speaking of Frozen, so you remember when there was a couple episodes where we had issues connecting?
Yeah.
So I found out that Comcast was dialing down my interwebs.
How'd you figure that out?
Well, I tested my internet connection for a few days in a row, like at different times of the day, and it was never near. Like, everybody knows you don't get what you paid for. They're like, I had 1 gig of internet. It's up to 1 gig of internet, which means you're going to get half that. But I wasn't even getting half that. I wasn't even getting a tenth of that. Even then, you should be fine, and not something like this would affect it. But I remember it was time I was getting like 20.
So how do they choke that down?
They just if you talk to anybody that works for them that's trying to sell you on it, they'll tell you some bullcrap. If you talk to somebody that knows things about it and is in the business, they just monitor what you use, and based on what you use and need, they will dial you to around that until you notice, until you need it. And then you'll be like, Comcast sucks, or Xfinity this, or CenturyLink, or Lumen, or whatever connection you have. That it's just what they do. Because otherwise, if they literally sent everybody what they sold them on, they would have to upgrade all their stuff. Because they're not actually, they don't want to be the fastest. They want to be the fastest at times for you. Right? And if you ever don't know what I'm talking about, just go to speedtest.net from any of your mobile devices, laptop, phone, whatever. Do a speed test. See what it comes up with. And if you know what your internet speed's supposed to be, just don't expect it to be it, because let's try to be realistic. Most people don't need 1 gig of internet speed.
Says who?
But I'm just saying. That's nice.
The more you know.
Anyways, how was your week? Anything crazy exciting happened to you?
No, I don't think so. It was a boring week. We had the bomb cyclone, so we couldn't do shit.
Yeah,
it was all windy and rainy. And...
It was a little crazy. A couple nights ago, it was so windy. We had I have a couple sheets of plywood on the backside of my house, so kind of on the side. There are no.
Damn, bro, you rich?
Yeah, dog. No, I bought them after the prices went down. Actually, I stole them from the neighbor. But the wind was blowing so hard. Like, these are plywood sheets are not, and this wasn't like 1/4 inch or anything. Like, this is the thicker stuff.
5/8.
Yeah. Well, no, it's thicker than 5/8. It's the
3/4. Oh, you had the marine grade? Damn.
Yeah. It's that really heavy duty crap.
Yeah, the 3/4 stuff.
And it's like was bouncing off the wall, and it's on the backside.
Bouncing around.
And so like woke me and my wife up at like 11:30 at night, just whatever. My wife's like, I was like, you know exactly what it is. It's not a murderer running around in the pouring rain going, now's my opportunity. So that was fun.
So why didn't you get up and go fix it? Instead of telling her, you know what it is, you should have looked over and said, sweetheart, I know this is preventing you from getting your beauty sleep. I'll be right back. Let me go handle this.
Okay.
Agua for me.
It's basically the same thing.
Kind of.
So I had an interesting story.
Oh, hey, hang on. The bomb cyclone thing.
Yeah.
Like, did you read any of that? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Like,
no, they got to come up with.
What the fuck is next?
They got to use
murder hornets, bomb cyclones.
They got to use, pronouns and adjectives and
dude
to make it worse, like Snowmageddon,
right?
2021.
Yeah,
Snowmageddon. If it snows at all here, it's Snowmageddon, or some kind of. It's got to sound bad, even when it's
the bomb cyclone. What?
You know what the news's favorite words right now are?
Pandemic.
COVID. Huh?
COVID. Vaccine.
Well, yeah. Pandemic.
Joe Biden.
Mandate.
Let's go, Brandon.
This Brandon guy, man, he must be loving all the attention he's getting. I actually know a Brandon.
Hey, so do
as
I.
Most people do. And I said, hey.
Is he a coworker?
Yeah.
That Brandon?
Yeah. And I went up to him and said, hey, so what are you thinking about this whole let's go Brandon thing? He's like, fucking hate it. I bet you do. I bet you love it. And I was like, all right, man, let's go, Brandon. Get to work. Pitter patter. Let's get at it. And he just looked at me like, fuck off. Anyways. So let me tell you. I mean, I don't know anything about a bomb cyclone. It just sounds like a rap song.
I'm just reading this and I'm like, they built it up, right? And I'm thinking, I've never, ever heard those two words together before. Let alone, I've never heard the word.
When somebody said that to me, I didn't know they were talking about.
Yeah.
At all. I not once did it register. They're talking about the weather.
It was windy, but I've seen windier. Like, it wasn't that windy.
Oh, yeah. But it's let's be real. As much as the news loves to say the word pandemic, COVID, and let's go, Brandon, right? Anything that's different to talk about, they're actually excited about. Let's be honest. Because at some point, they need to come up with something else. You can't keep regurgitating the same crap and hiding certain parts of it and like not talking about this part. But we'll talk about this part. Speaking of this part.
Hashtag
speaking of. So this pickle was given to me for Christmas. Did I tell you that?
It's a Christmas pickle?
And we opened it. I think I forgot to finish it. It was a gag gift. My brother thought it was hilarious. So I opened it out of the box and we're like, all right. And I went to hit the button and it didn't work. And I don't mean like it was batteries dead. It didn't sound anything. You just heard clack, 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 and we were like,
no climax for you.
Fast forward to my birthday. This is what I was confused. I got on my birthday. Fast forward to my birthday, which is in August. Christmas is in December. So that's a good 8 months later. He shows up with a not broken one. And he's like, I even tested it to make sure it works. Like, okay, good. Because if you would have done that again, the same thing would have happened. I'd have been like, who invented this thing?
Thanks, bro.
And anyways, it's stupid, but my daughter loves it and she sings, she kind of yodels with it. I've actually been meaning to pull it out for quite a while, and I just kept forgetting about it because my daughter would find it and go hide it. Or she'd have it in her toy box because she thinks this is her toy. So anyways, so today I went to lunch. While I was eating lunch,
where'd you go?
It was the
sandwich place.
Apple teriyaki. No, I haven't been to
Oh,
might go there tomorrow.
teriyaki.
Friday. So this teriyaki place by my work, and it was a spur of the moment. It's like I haven't eaten. I wasn't going. I was like, fuck. And I was like, you know what? I need to eat something today. Went in there. No big deal.
What'd you get? Mongolian beef?
No, kung pao chicken.
Oh shit!
The best. Theirs is pretty good. Not the best I've had, but it's solid. Anyways, there's this guy in there. You know those guys are kind of like the know-it-alls, right? There's this guy in there, and he's talking like the whole, the little Mexican Cokes, the Coke bottles, glass bottles. I call them Mexican Cokes because that's, I don't know. And he's talking about how the ones in the States are made with real cane sugar, but down in Mexico, they're actually still made with corn syrup or something. I don't know if that's right. I don't give a shit. But he was talking about it like he obviously knows. Guy's a little off, kind of super nerdy yet trying to be tough dude. I don't know. It was a weird thing. Anyways, he's talking and he starts talking about Pepsi and the original origin where Pepsi came from. Is like whatever.
Kind of rude to be talking about the guy that drove you there like that. Yeah.
I was by myself, devouring food. And everything's fine until the guy stands up. Bro.
But
I purposely have not looked at this picture since I took it on my phone. And
you went incognito, and
I don't know if you can see that. He's wearing a tool belt.
Is he wearing one of them stupid hats that snap in the front too?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just wearing a regular hat. But I don't know if you can see that in the focus. He's wearing a tool belt. And if you look to the one side that looks like a little rubber mallet hammer, well, he's got, I can't really see it in this picture, but he's got an orange one on the other side. So he's got two rubber mallets. Wearing this tool belt, he was sitting in a chair for probably a while wearing this. And it was like he was like,
were they doing any kind of remodeling or something? Was they working out front?
Yeah, remodeling with hammers that don't leave any marring marks. Like you're not hammering in nails. But this guy was wearing it like he was like, hey, ladies, I'm a man.
That's what I'm saying. Were they doing remodeling at the restaurant?
No.
Or is this the kind of work going on?
He stood up.
Who the fuck wears their tool belt to fucking lunch?
Let alone a tool belt that looked like it had nothing but rubber mallets in it. I wish I would have got a better picture, but I was actually in utter disbelief. And he just
you mean you don't have a rubber mallet in your fanny pack?
Not in my fanny pack. Like there's nothing against these rubber mallets. They serve a purpose.
Yeah, dude.
They serve a purpose for me. But I don't wear them around me when I go and eat. Like for real. I was just kind of like, I think if he would have looked in my direction when he first stood up, he probably would have saw me doing this.
Yeah, right. He probably would have saw this.
We're talking about me, Jason, not you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he had mallets, dude. He could have fucking
so funny.
whooped your ass.
Dude, it was hilarious. And the best was like,
bang, Maxwell mallet hammer came down upon your head. Bang, bang, Maxwell mallet hammer made sure that Corey was dead.
I wouldn't have thought much about it, honestly, on its own. I probably still would have noticed it. But what made it better, he's like, Pepsi was actually invented as from a doctor. It wasn't a like, okay, Mr. I Googled it. Fact of the day, fun fact of the day, guy. But he's telling people on the other side of the restaurant that are on their own table, they did not ask. They were just drinking them. And I think they might have been like, oh, see, like, you know what I mean? Like they were drinking and they were like, oh, hey, like, cool. You were drinking because they just started talking. I was there before they were talking.
I would have been like,
this was like, why is
I would have been like, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Let's go, Brandon. If his name was Brandon, that'd be better. Because he'd be the kind of person
Hey.
to think that everybody's actually saying, let's go, Brandon, to him.
Hey, Mallet Mike, fucking put a sock in it. Shut the fuck up.
Mallet Mike. Oh, Mallet Mike is good. I like it. Anyways, that happened to me today. I like when things happen on the day of podcast recording, so I don't accidentally forget about them. So
I had to check what day it was. It's only Tuesday.
it is only Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like Seahawks getting their asses whooped lately.
Hey, speaking of Seahawks, guess who has the same record as the Giants?
Yep.
The Seahawks.
Yep. You know what? I'm actually okay and happy about it in a weird way, and I'll tell you why.
Ooh.
You want to hear why?
Let's bet on who has the best record. No, I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that.
They got a rough.
It's
we got a
we're
rough
both
schedule
gonna
coming up.
be the same. We're both gonna have 4 or 5 wins at the end of the year.
We got a rough schedule coming up too.
Yeah. So I have a couple of people that I know that are Russell Wilson haters, right? You are one of them. You still think he sucks?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, let's go back and look at Seahawks scores.
Stop.
10 points, 14 points.
That's
That's
not where I'm
about
going.
Seahawk football, dude.
You're telling me right now that you think Geno Smith is on the same level as Russell Wilson?
Pretty much. He turns his back to the
Yeah.
fucking line of scrimmage just like him. He doesn't step up in the pocket. He fucking turns his back, fucking keeps running way, way far away from the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Okay. All
There's no
right,
winning
all right,
with
all right.
you.
Okay, wait. Joe Flacco or
No, this is not where we're going with this. We've already fucking done that. This is not a sports talk show. We're talking about just the simple fact that I'm happy that we're losing these games, because if Geno Smith would have won 2 of the 3 games that he's played in, then they would be like, oh, fuck, who needs Russ? You don't need Russ. The reality is like, no matter what you think, like, he's the reason the Seahawks have been successful since 2012.
okay.
That's like the reason. He is one of the reasons.
Okay. Yeah. Never argue with the fool.
So the Giants were great until Eli Manning retired.
Never argue with the
Never.
fool, though. They'll
Eli
bring you down
Manning
to their
never had a
level and
losing season.
beat you with experience.
Eli Manning never had a losing season.
Huh? What?
Eli Manning never had a
I
losing
never said
season.
that.
No. But you
I never
think
said
he's
that.
greater than Peyton Manning, so you must think he's a fucking Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah. 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 Super Bowl rings.
When is he getting inducted again?
I don't know. I mean, he just fucking retired. Don't you have to be out for 5 years?
Okay. You think he's first ballot Hall of Famer?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll put money on that.
Absolutely. He's a Manning, dude. Dude, fucking what's his face? Who's the third brother? Yeah, the one that doesn't play football. Chester or
It might be Chester, actually. It's something funky like that, an odd. Anyways, I got a question for you. Ready?
no.
Too bad.
Hang on.
Too bad. Oh, you're gonna look up more Eli Manning. Hey, how many times have you and Eli slept together?
Cooper.
Cooper.
I bet you Cooper gets into Cooperstown before. Oh no, that's baseball. Bet you Cooper gets in the Hall of Fame before Russell Wilson does.
How many times have you and Eli Manning docked each other?
Well, that's assuming that he's not circumcised, because I am. So if he's not circumcised, then we can't dock unless we use one of them Chinese finger handcuff things.
Hey, whatever's up, but that's up to you. By the way, the other day, was Joe Biden constipated? What was up with that?
Dude, what the fuck was that? It's the leader of the free world.
The batteries die, or was there a glitch in this cybernetic organism that is this? You know what's funny? Somebody told me it's like, oh, you
That
know
was
what? It's because it's not really him.
that
You're
was the-
telling me they swapped Joe Biden out with a robot, and that's the programming they picked? I would be firing that dude that invented that artificial intelligence.
the first
in
meme
a
I saw.
skibbity-bibbity.
The first meme I saw was that picture with him, arms out, fist clenched, and it says, "When you shit your pants during a meeting and you don't know what to do." I was like,
Dude, it reminds me. I've seen so many.
we've all been there. I mean, haven't you shit your pants during a meeting?
Not during a meeting.
And you're like,
before a
I mean,
meeting.
what do I do?
Before a meeting, yes. Shortly thereafter, also, yes. But you know, it reminds me of the Talladega Nights, or not Talladega Nights. Is it Talladega Nights? Will Ferrell, where he's like, I don't know, do my hands. He's like, he's talking. He's like, hello, yeah, I'm not sure what to do with my hands. It's funny, but yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre. You know what I mean? And speaking of bizarre, how about your boy?
Hashtag speaking of
Hashtag speaking of
my boy.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
Fucking shooting motherfuckers.
dude.
Have you heard the conspiracy theories behind that? Have you heard any of that? Like,
I don't know, man.
dude,
It's what do you call it? It's basic gun safety, right? When you go into Cabela's or a gun shop, the first thing they do is, you know, if it's a pistol with a magazine, they'll drop the magazine, they'll fucking make sure it's not loaded, right? And what's the first thing you do when you take it from the clerk? You do the fucking same thing to make sure there was no sleight of hand or anything, right?
look, I
And
want to know.
dude, I also heard that one of the assistants also worked on the Crow or the Crow 2 or some shit.
Oh, I didn't
Because
hear
remember,
that.
that's how Brandon Lee got shot.
Yeah, no,
or
no,
was
no.
killed.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing that I just don't understand, because that was the first thing I brought to my wife too. The Crow movie. How in the fuck do they call it a prop gun if it's a fucking real goddamn gun?
Yeah, that's what I told my
That's
wife.
not a
It's
prop gun.
It's
A Nerf gun.
2021.
A Nerf gun
It's
is a
20
prop gun.
It's 2021. You're telling me he can't take a fake gun, point it at the fucking camera, and they can't CGI some fucking muzzle fucking
No,
blast?
not even that. Just bang, bang. No, that genuinely should be the first question. I would have assumed, and this is what I told my wife when I first heard about that it happened, that after the Crow thing, that they would like made it a law that you can't have real guns on sets. Let's just fucking do away with that. There's prop people that can make things look real out of fucking Play-Doh.
Dude, fucking airsoft.
Dude,
CG, like I said, CGI and the muzzle blast for afterwards and the fucking sound.
it doesn't even matter. You're telling me somebody out there, like, this is a very serious, like, real fucking question I have that nobody's asking. You can't make a gun that makes it look, it doesn't have to sound like a real gun, because guess what? You dub over it anyways. Even half
They
the time
always
when
do.
people are talking, it's the person recording again, talking and saying the same thing again.
Yeah.
You know that, right? It's not them saying it live in person. Every once in a while, they'll keep that. They'll edit it down because they want to keep that shot. But more often than not, when they're having dialogue, they then go back and re-record the same dialogue and watch themselves, and they say it over and over, so they get good audio. You telling me you can't have a gun that goes, huh, and then dub over it with
Do it again. Do that again.
pow, 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 ping, ping, pow, pow. It's stupid. Instead, they're like, oh, poor Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. Team America, World Police. Great movie. But yeah, like, and then I guess he wrote something in a blog years ago when Dick Cheney accidentally shot somebody. when he was hunting, which makes sense because they use real guns when you hunt. And he said, I hope he gets arrested and goes to jail or gets charged with blah, 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 blah. And so when this all happened, somebody asked him, and he was like, well, no, because this was an accident. What's the difference? Ladies and gentlemen, hypocrisy in full effect. Unless it affects you.
JK lol.
JK LOL. Yeah. Interesting. So talking about something that somebody should invent it made me think of this.
Speaking of.
Speaking of, what is an invention that you feel like shouldn't have been invented? Don't say like the atom bomb. Cell phone?
Hate that fucking thing.
It is amazing if you try to think back before cell phones, like what did you do? I remember having to get home so I could call somebody.
Yeah.
Or stop at a payphone to call somebody.
You left a message on their fucking answering
I
machine.
remember getting in
They
trouble.
had the little fucking tapes in there.
I remember for getting in trouble when I was a kid for, calling, my girlfriend, because I lived in Gig Harbor. You know what I'm saying? And it always seemed like I never got out when I was a kid. So like all the girls I knew lived on the other side of the bridge in Tacoma.
Oh, you had hoes in different area codes.
Word up, dog.
Damn.
I've got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. Someone, I can actually karaoke that one. Like
Corey, the pipe layer, Bob.
718-202s. Anyways, but it was long distance.
Corey, nice to meet you. Lay down on your Bach.
But it was long distance. So my parents would get the phone bill.
Yeah.
And it would be, let's be honest. It was what a cell phone bill is today.
Yeah.
Right? $150. And thing was I had, until that bill came, we'd talk. I'd have to get on the phone without them knowing. So I'd go to the third floor.
You mean you had a cord that reached that far?
Yeah. No, there was a phone up on the third floor.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was on a cord. Yeah. So.
Damn, you guys had 3 floors?
Yeah, and a phone on every floor.
Rich, dude. Damn.
3 phones, too. We had one in the kitchen.
3 floors? And your parents
actually,
were
we had
complaining
4.
about
We had
long
4
distance
phones.
phone calls?
We had 4 phones. One in the kitchen.
And they're
one in the office. One on the second floor. And one on the third floor.
Grandma and Grandpa Bach. You know how you fix that? You only have 1 phone, right? What do you need 4 phones for?
True story. They actually did do what you said. But
good for them.
What? You can't get rid of the phone jack on the third floor. So I got one that I had a phone that I left hid in my room.
Oh, dude, if I was your dad, I would have unscrewed them and I would have fucking cut all the lines.
They didn't, dude. They didn't think about it. They just.
I'm vindictive like that. I would have done this shit.
I would plug it in.
You want to fuck around, huh? All right, let's fuck around.
Yeah. Your parents probably are smarter than mine or you. My parents didn't realize until it was too late. And then they're like, how in the world? You've been doing it while we were gone. Because they didn't understand that I had a brain. And I went and bought a $9 phone, little cheapo fucking Radio Shack special. Know what I'm saying?
Not mean.
Yeah, no cell phone.
What about you?
I think cell phones is a really good one. But mine would be more along the lines of not. God, you kind of got me off track. I never think of answers of myself. You noticed.
Yeah, you do. You're usually well prepared.
I usually am, but
yeah, you usually have a question. You wait for my answer. You're like, nah, it's stupid. It should be this. And I'm like,
I usually do, but this time I really don't.
An invention that you think that shouldn't have been invented.
Yeah. God, I can't remember. Fuck. There, I did actually have some.
I got another one.
Okay.
What do you call it? Foundation. You know them chicks where
Oh,
they put the shit all over their face and their face is a different color than their neck.
well, there's different kinds of people. There's people that know that makeup is supposed to just enhance a little. Then there's people that think that
Yeah.
you're painting your face.
I'm more of a natural beauty kind of guy, you know.
I know.
And you want to do a
I
little
agree.
touch up? That's cool.
Look, I have
Don't fucking
I have some
don't-
friends.
don't
of
give me
mine-
no gypsy bondo job, you know.
Look, I have some friends of mine, and friends and friends and girlfriends of friends and whatever. And over the years, you just be honest.
We all have that friend, and all of a sudden they're starting to date somebody, and you're just like, "I."
Whoa!
And it doesn't mean
Is
they
it
look
October
bad.
already.
It doesn't. I'm not saying they necessarily have to look like over the top, like, "Hi, I'm always excited," right? But you just go, "That's not what you look like." Really, you know. One of the greatest moments of my life was the first time that I saw my wife before we were married without makeup on at all, none. And I was like, "You still hot? We gonna get married. We gonna get married." And we did. And then we had a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Forever and ever. The end.
Forever and ever at the end.
Why so serious?
But yeah, you know what? You got me going on. Fake eyelashes.
Yes,
That is
fake eyelashes. What about
like,
what's your stance on fake boobies?
Well, I think they have a place.
Really?
Definitely. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If you've got kids and they aren't what they used to be, and you feel like it'll make you
No.
feel better, go for it. I'm not going to
No.
say, look, I'm not like, "Oh, you must." But if my wife was like, "Hey, guess what? I'd be like, "Okay, if that's what you want." But I'm not going to be like, "You need to do this." What I don't like is the guys that are like, "You need to get a boob job because your boobs aren't good enough."
No.
Those guys should pound sand, because you obviously don't love her for her. But if she wanted to do it, go for it. I don't care.
Nah, no fakies for me.
No, I'm not saying I would want them. But if she was like, "Hey," I mean, it would be a conversation. I wouldn't be like,
Well,
"All right."
yeah, it'd be a very big conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And if she came to you and was like, "Hey, Corey," because I'd
On the
imagine
same, okay, on the
you're gonna
same
have
breath,
to pitch in for that shit.
what if your lady came to you and said, "I need to get a breast reduction. I'm tired of these over-the-shoulder boulder holders getting so expensive because there's so much fabric that I need to cover my tatas."
Now the reduction I could get along with.
But you know what I'm saying? That's kind
The
of like-
reduction's okay. Putting in the fucking fake shit in there, you know,
what about, okay, well, instead of just implants, what if you just got like a lift? Would you be opposed to that?
No.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's when they
No,
start
I hear
putting
what
in,
you're saying,
when they
like-
start putting in the shit that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
you know-
right there with you. I actually remember being,
Even still, if I was a woman, I can't imagine going through that.
you know what? I've heard this happening. This happens more often than not. And it happened to me twice. I was at, God, I want to say I was at a bar. Actually, I know it was a
dude.
bar. I just don't remember if it was a bar, if it was like a restaurant bar, or
Gay bar.
no, it was a high class bar, or if it was just like a, place where you go and get hammered. But I remembered being there and meeting some people through friends or whatever, and this guy was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, man, my wife just got a boob job. You want to feel them?" I mean, you go, "Yeah."
Nah, I'm good.
No, you go, "Well, sure," because it's just, just fuck off. Listen, I know you're trying to stand on your mountain. Like, this is the molehill I'm standing on. I ain't touching fake
No.
boobies. No, I get what you're saying. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
No, a guy like that, I would be like, "No, I'm good." Just to fucking.
Well, no. It wasn't like a stranger. Like, we knew them.
Oh,
But his wife, whatever, it just was like it came up somehow. He's like, "My wife just got hers done last year. You want to feel them?" And it wasn't like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "No, come on. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool." And I was like, "Okay." So it was just kind of like, and then it was like, "Yeah, that's weird," because it does feel weird. But it's not like we were like, "That's weird."
Yeah. Let me get the full experience here.
She was like- It's pretty funny. Anyways, but I it's just that always seems to happen. But when it happens, it doesn't happen like at dinner. It's like somebody's had a couple too many Jaeger bombs, and they're like, "Show my wife my titties. Show my titties. Show my titties. Show my wife's titties off." Which, first of all, that's
My wife wants you to see my titties.
they weren't together that much longer. Actually, after that.
No.
I remember that. Anyways,
Speaking of,
hashtag speaking of. Well, I think that's good for today. What do you think? I don't got much else. Actually,
I mean,
hold on.
it's been a weird week, dude. It's been slow. Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
Well, since last week, it's been a week
Okay.
since
I thought you were
the
like,
last time we
man, this
talked.
thing's been slow, man.
No,
It's fucking
Wednesday,
Tuesday, bro.
last Wednesday to today, it's been just slow and uneventful.
Yeah. I was
We need to
building
do
a
it.
maze for my daughter, and the kids are coming over for
For
Halloween.
my daughter, it's for you, liar.
Oh no, it will be for me and her. This as I'm building it, she's realizing what we're doing. There's no fucking way this thing's coming down until Christmas, probably. There's no fucking way.
You're gonna have to switch out the
Until
cobwebs
we
for
need the
snow
bedroom
and-
back. Until we need the spare bedroom back, which would probably be the holidays if family or somebody comes over. So
Oh, dude,
she's
then
not
there's gonna
going
be a meltdown. She's gonna be crying.
no, it'll be like go to grandma's. She's gonna go and she's gonna come back. She's gonna be like, "Oh, May's gone," and I'm like, "Yeah, get over it.
Yeah, you little punk.
Yeah, you don't get what you want." And she's gonna be like, "But Daddy, Allie said."
So, where are you getting all the cardboard from?
I got some from work.
Oh,
They had these sheets, and I was originally went to one of my guys that said, I said, "Hey, you got all these sheets from left over from all this stuff, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "But why don't you just take some 4x8 sheets? Like, how many you need?" I was like, "I don't know, like 10 or 12." He's like, "Dude, they're like $1 a piece. Just go grab what you need. Otherwise, the ones you're gonna have are gonna get dusty and
yeah.
shit." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And actually, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna work even better," and they work perfectly. It's really cool, really good.
Dude, you got to take a video so you can post it next week,
Okay.
like live of you going through this.
Dude,
Yeah,
I will tape my phone to my daughter's head. But don't
that would
actually.
be
You know what? I
awesome.
do have a GoPro. I gotta find that thing.
That would
I
be
should
awesome.
use that more often.
Yeah, you should.
If I would have had it today, strapped to my chest, you guys want to see Mikey Mallet Mike.
Mallet Mike.
That's a great name for Mallet Mike.
Hey, Mikey Mallets. That, if he was from New York, then it would have been Mikey Mallets. Hey, Mikey Mallets.
Hey, yo, I got mallets and shit. I hit stuff, and it's fixed. Before we go though, we do have to give a shout out to Michelle.
Michelle, my belle.
Damn.
I don't know the rest of the words to that song.
No,
Here.
Don't look up the lyrics. It doesn't
No?
count the same.
I thought you said
Oh, you're
Guillermo
gonna-
wanted me to sing. Never mind.
I love
I'm
it
not
when you
singing
sing.
now.
Everybody loves it when you sing. No, but it's so much purer when it just comes and you're not reading. But anyways, Michelle, she took it upon herself to make a T-shirt of us. Hashtag speaking of T-shirts.
That's not the T-shirt though.
No, I just said hashtag speaking of T-shirts, and I showed my T-shirt because that's how that's the whole point. Anyways, she made a T-shirt. It's fantastic. She's gotten a couple people to be like, what is that, Corey? They're like, she's like, yeah. And then she segued into talking about the podcast. So we have now 37 subscribers.
Oh shit! Here, hold on. Let me double check.
Moving
that
on
number.
up, moving on up,
Let me fact check that.
moving on up,
I'm fact checking.
moving on up,
37.
moving on up.
Yeah, Michelle left a comment too that was, Corey, please don't dunk on Harry Potter.
I was
Nope.
making fun of Harry Potter, even though I'm actually in the process of watching all the Harry Potters because of Halloween, and my daughter kind of was into it, and then I got sucked in, so I got to finish it.
And then
But I
she
actually don't even
recommended-
remember the last four, and I know I've seen them. I just didn't pay that much attention at the time when I originally watched them. So
And then she suggested Californication. Isn't that the one with the dude from X Files?
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
No.
Dude. Yes.
Really?
Dude, you will understand once you watch it. It is amazing.
I don't believe that.
Oh, it is hilarious. Oh my God. Dude, I don't want to give you any spoilers because there's a moment and you'll know it when you get to it. You are going to call me and you're going to be like, what the shit? It's so good.
Where do I watch it?
I actually don't know. Let me look.
Isn't it a Showtime show? Or was? I got the internet right here. I could have looked that up myself. Michelle, my belle, these are words that go together well. My
I think
Michelle,
it was Showtime. Oh, it's on Hulu.
Corey's
It's on
a
Hulu.
homo.
I heard that. David
you should-
Duchovny.
You should have heard, David Duchovny. You should have
Yeah.
heard what I was singing before, while I was waiting for you to jump online.
Oh, what was it? Take us in the Wayback Machine. Way back, way back.
It wasn't very nice. I was singing bad things about you.
It's okay. I got thick skin, unlike a certain group of people that have been really butthurt lately. Which is probably a poor choice of words, but actually accurate. So yeah. Back to my boy DC. Don't do that. It's fucking amazing though. Actually, Dave Chappelle we're talking about, in case you didn't pick up.
I'm a little pissed off that he has this new documentary coming out and he's going to have these screenings in selected cities and Seattle doesn't make the list. How? Why?
It's Seattle. It's got one of the biggest.
So why wouldn't you fucking screen it here?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. The biggest D-bags in the world. Have you been in Seattle lately? Like downtown Seattle and like looked at people?
When was the last time?
They just look stupid.
Oh, dude, I've said that since.
And you want a serious truth? I'm happy that the Seahawks aren't doing well right now because they think it's their team.
You're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Actually,
You're
am.
not. You
Okay.
know you're not.
You can't keep sustaining for too long. You need to have stuff go wrong, otherwise you'll never fix certain things. I think.
What do you mean
Russell-
sustaining for
listen,
too long?
I think when Russell comes back after this injury, he's just gonna go ape shit because they're gonna realize, fuck.
When's he coming back?
He's suspected to maybe come back after the bye, which is after. So there's this week, and then we have our bye the following week, and then we play Green Bay.
So
He can't come back any sooner than that game.
2-6 is when he'll come back.
Sure. Dude, it would not surprise me. Geno Smith sucks.
Hey,
And-
who do we got? We're on Monday Night Football next week, I think.
I don't know. You might be.
But anyways, we should go.
Okay.
Say your fare thee wells.
Michelle, we love you,
Goodbye.
but you still
So
haven't
long.
brought it up to what I expected you to do. You told me you were going to do.
What she said she was going to do.
Oh, I'm gonna give her the opportunity to still pull it off. I think she's just been trying to figure it out. So, with that,
Goodbye song, the singing walrus.
the what?
What is a good goodbye song? Farewell song. Need a
Do you really need to ask?
There's only one.
which one? Have you checked your butthole? I'm waiting.
All right. With that, we're out. Fuck Cam Newton.